With us now is Rabbi Gilad Kariv, Reform Rabbi and Israeli lawmaker in the Knesset for the Labor Party. Sir, thank you so much for being with us. You're off and running now in the Knesset. You're on your committees, and I know because of your position as a Reform Rabbi, you've had a very difficult history with several religious lawmakers. Explain to me how that relationship is working now in the Knesset and perhaps the mending of some bridges.
And thank you for inviting me to this interview. And indeed, you are right. Unfortunately, for the last 20 years, when I represented the Israeli movement for reform and progressive Judaism, whenever I came to the Knesset, whenever I was invited to speak in one of the Knesset committees, the ultra-Orthodox lawmakers left the room whenever I to present my views, and this was another sign of the way the ultra-Orthodox parties and politicians are treating the non-Orthodox, the egalitarian, progressive communities in Israel and Jewish denominations. I'm glad to say that the fact I'm today a Knesset member gives me the opportunity present our views and our values in a much stronger way. But more than that, according to the ethical codes of the Knesset, the ultra-Orthodox lawmakers must hear what I have to say in the committees if they want to run those committees. And definitely yesterday evening, when I was appointed to be the labor representative Finance Committee of the Knesset, which is run by one of the prominent ultra-Orthodox Knesset members, it was a very exciting moment when, for the first time, this distinguished Israeli politician asked me to speak and didn't leave the room. And for me, this is one modest step towards a more
Sir, can I ask a question now about the political deadlock still that we find ourselves in? Netanyahu has just a week left in the mandate. That's it. Are you personally comfortable with Naftali Bennett going first in a rotation if it means avoiding fifth elections?
Look, first of all, I think that we all carry a very critical duty to prevent fifth elections. I think that the Israeli public deserves a functioning government, a functioning Knesset. I think that going again to the polls will dramatically weaken the trust and confidence of the Israeli public in our mechanisms. Second, I think that there is a very clear bottom line of the last round. There is a strong majority in Israel that believes Prime Minister Netanyahu should not continue to serve the Israeli society as our Prime Minister. And this majority include Israelis in the left, Israelis in the it is not easy it's not an easy task to build a white unity government, but I think this is exactly the public demand. You asked me if I feel comfortable to serve under Naftali Bennett as a prime minister. The answer is clear. The answer is no. And yet, I carry together with my a clear duty, first, to end Netanyahu's term. Second, to build a functioning government. Third, not to drag the Israeli society to the polls again. And I believe that in spite of the many challenges, in spite of the fact that we have huge ideological gaps or there are huge ideological gaps between us and Naftali Bennett, we can identify mutual agreement for the well-being of the Israeli society. And it will not be the first time that left-wing parties and right-wing parties built together a unity government. Some of the unity governments were the most successful Israeli governments, and this is the thing that we'll try to do together.
Yeah. Sir, thank you so much for your time tonight and for your candor on the political situation we find ourselves in. Appreciate your time. Thank you, and good to see you.
Thank you.